he's had tough fights. He's had a couple of tough fights. But, dude, he's so goddamn good. He's so protected. He knows where to be and where not to be. He's so composed. Like, look at that. Look at that movement. Look how he moves away from everything. So you're punching at air, and you're still threatening, but you're not really hitting him, and he's making you throw punches. And occasionally you clip him with a shot as he's moving away, and he rolls with a lot of shit.
But the three guys that everyone talks about are you, Alexander Usyk, and Terrence Crawford. Where do you rank yourself amongst the three in the pound-for-pound conversation?
まあでもいつでも自分が一番だと思ってやってますから。
Inoue impressed the hell out of me, man. For real. He had just enough, like, wrist, just enough defense. He had that speed, he had that power, and just the way he was dissecting his tall opponent and took his jab, his best punch away from him, his jab away from him. He wasn't able to land his jab or play, with the range with that jab and lower in.
Joe Rogan has highlighted just how dangerous Naoya Inoue can be, while former champion Sean Porter also describes him as a complete monster. Porter points to Inoue's explosive speed, pinpoint accuracy, power, and ability to close distance before opponents can react.
Monster. He's a monster. So I think that Inoue would be the favorite and on the betting odds and the blah 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 blah. And it's a hell of a fight, but I just feel like there's a gap there. I do think that's a hell of a fight.
Yes. I would like to see Bam get more experience.
Bam has to have more experience.
That's the number one thing.
He has to have more strength. Let me say this real quick, and now I think we can get out of here. Strength doesn't mean putting on muscle so that you can hit somebody and clock them. There's strength that you need to withstand what you're getting hit with as well. And Bam has to really build his body up a little bit more, getting in the ring with somebody like Inoue, who has both speed, power, quick, who has the total package. I think Bam has the total package, and he's growing into becoming the total package. Wow. Inoue.
Max Kellerman places both Inoue and Jesse Bam Rodriguez in an elite category of their own. He believes fans have waited long enough for this matchup. And if these two champions finally meet, it could become much bigger than an ordinary title fight.
They see you and they see the monster, and it just looks different. You two look like different kinds of animals than everybody else. And that's really what super fights and eras are about. The dust settles, two guys are left standing. When you survey the landscape, is the monster that guy for you?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, people have been mentioning that fight even before I became who I am today, so I know when that fight does happen.
Kellerman also identifies a serious physical challenge for Bam. Rodriguez would have to move up several weight classes to face Inoue while lacking a major reach advantage. That means Bam could be giving up important physical benefits against one of boxing's most dangerous punchers.
Tough fights Inoue's been in, and how young Bam is, and how well he boxes as a southpaw, I would be like, yeah, Bam's gonna do it, except that he's the smaller guy coming up. He doesn't have a very long reach. If he was a long fighter like you, I'd be like, I think Bam maybe beats him. This to me is like a pick'em kind of fight, because if anyone has a size, it's in a way with the size advantage, right? Yep.
Devin Haney still considers Bam one of the most intriguing opponents for Inoue. He believes Rodriguez's hand speed, creative angles, sharp combinations, and advanced ring intelligence could create problems that Inoue does not normally face against his usual opponents.
Anyway, is a Bam Rodriguez fight. I think Bam has the most ability to test Inoue. I think he has speed, he has angles, he has IQ.
Andre Rozier takes the praise for Inoue even further by calling him the Japanese Godzilla. He points to the champion's tremendous punching power and finishing ability, especially when he finds an opening. Once Inoue hurts an opponent, his accuracy and composure can quickly turn that moment into a stoppage.
Man, Inoue, the hammer, slammer, kabama. And don't get me wrong, I'm a big fan of Bam's. I'm a big fan. But he's going up in weight, he's climbing the ladder, and I think that, Inoue is a beast. He's if David is the Mexican monster, He's the Japanese Godzilla. So I just kind of ride in that direction, and I don't think Sans Plessy moving into a weight class that's not comfortable for him. Where he's at now, with Bam moving up to him.
Tim, Bradley warns that Bam's defensive mistakes could become extremely costly against someone as accurate and explosive as Inoue. If Rodriguez repeats the same lapses he has shown before, Bradley believes Inoue could punish those mistakes immediately and make it difficult for Bam to survive the later rounds.
The Inoue fight, because everyone's talking about is Bam. Do you think Bam is ready for Inoue? Is Bam ready for Inoue? What the Bishop say? Hell no to the no. Hell no. No, he's not ready for Inoue right now. Hey, Bam, tremendous skills, pound for pound. Inoue is on the pound for pound list, but is he ready right now, like the next fight? Hell no. I think Bam need a couple more touches. And I think that Robert Garcia.
Bradley also explains the major technical difference between the two fighters. Inoue is extremely dangerous during exchanges because he reads attacks and responds with powerful counters. Bam prefers to stay in front of.
Bam is the type of guy that likes to sit in front of you, and then he gets on the sides and gets on the angles. Inoue got a left hook, he got a right hand, he can turn with you. Right, either way, he can turn with you. Inoue can box off the back foot. You know, Inoue can press going forward. Inoue has straight punches, one of the coldest 1-2s in the game. Coldest 1-2s in the game. 1-2-1. All the shots that Bam was getting caught with and supposedly blocking it. Blocking those shots.
Roy Jones Jr. focuses on the biggest question surrounding Rodriguez. Can Bam handle Inoue's power? Jones respects Bam's footwork, timing, and technical ability, but he knows that against a puncher like Inoue, one perfectly placed shot could completely change the direction of the fight.
For both guys, and I think the timing is just right, one fight away. However, I do know that Inoue gets hit more than I think Rodriguez does. I think Inoue is susceptible to more things than Bam is, because Bam uses his feet so well. So I think Bam's feet are what going to give him the advantage, because he can avoid Inoue's.
Jones still believes Rodriguez has a legitimate path to victory if he can survive Inoue's early offensive storm. If Bam remains composed and avoids major damage, his movement and footwork could become more effective as the rounds continue. But if Inoue lands clean early, the fight could quickly become dangerous for Rodriguez.
His east and west attack, and that's going to be tough. So now, what we got to see from Bam is, can you take Inoue's punch? Because 9 times out of 10, Inoue going to hit you once or twice. Because you say, he does get touched a lot. So he going to get touched. Can you take that? Because if you can take that, then you can beat him. But if you can't take that, then that's the question. So the big thing is, if he can take Inoue's punch, I think he beats Inoue. But if he can't take...
Robert Garcia has shifted the discussion toward whether this fight can actually become reality. Garcia says Bam is willing to face Inoue, but his team wants a serious proposal instead of rumors and social media discussions. Until a legitimate offer arrives, Rodriguez will continue focusing on his current plans.
Bam will take it, and we'll take it too, but look, Inoue we just read a little bit, I think yesterday or this morning, that Inoue said that he's not going to wait for Bam, that he might move up to 126 if the fight doesn't happen by February. Well, at least send us an offer.
Garcia has also indicated that the situation could change very quickly if Inoue's side presents a serious opportunity. Bam remains focused on his championship ambitions, but a credible offer could immediately turn years of speculation into actual negotiations for one of boxing's biggest fights.
That he hasn't heard anything from Inoue or his team. I haven't heard anything either, because I manage Bam, so I haven't heard anything from anybody. Mr. Honda hasn't told me anything. Anybody from Inoue's team has never told me anything. So until then, we're moving on, and we're gonna go as planned. November, early December, Bam hopefully gets the unification fight against another one of the champions at 118. Unless we get a call and we get an offer, then we'll consider the fight against.
Teddy Atlas gives Rodriguez plenty of credit for what he has accomplished at such a young age. However, Atlas believes Inoue has a major advantage when it comes to championship experience and proven success at the highest level. That difference could become crucial once the pressure of a massive fight begins to build.
Has already won titles at different weight classes, and he's won them against really good fighters. You know, a couple of them a little older, but I mean, he's already beaten top fighters. It's not like he hasn't been tested. It's not like he hasn't been in there with top guys or the best guys. He has done what he's done at an early age with top guys. And so in that way, I have to believe in him, and I do believe in him. But he's still, how old is he, 26? He's still 26, and he's going to go in there with one of, well, possibly could wind up being one of the all-time greats. And Bam might wind up being that too. But Bam is still a little bit further down the road in that career. Inoue is a little further up the road in that career.
Andre Ward offers an interesting tactical comparison, describing Inoue as a north and south fighter. The Japanese champion can move forward and backward with explosive precision while attacking at the same time. His offense can even become a form of defense because opponents are often forced to retreat under his pressure.
Interesting matchup between these two because they're both very violent fighters. The difference is Naoya Inoue is going to try to kick your front door down, right? And he's going to do it with a lot of explosiveness. He's going to have a lot of power behind it. And you better have somebody on the other side of the door that can really hold that door and resist that man, because if not, he's going to hurt you and he's going to spook you with that quickness and that power. And the power is real. At the end of his...
Devin Haney still considers Bam one of the most intriguing opponents for Inoue. He believes Rodriguez's hand speed, creative angles, sharp combinations, and advanced ring intelligence could create problems that Inoue does not normally face against his usual opponents.
Explosive. And for me, Naoya Inoue, he will go laterally, but he's not as skillful as Bam Rodriguez laterally. So in other words, Bam wants to get you on the angle. Bam Rodriguez is at his best when he can get to your left side or get to your right side, have you look for him, and then he meets you with a punch. He's elite when he does that. He's very good when he's in front of you. Naoya Inoue is a north and south guy.
That major stylistic contrast makes timing one of the most important factors in this potential fight. If the matchup is delayed, Bam could gain more experience and become increasingly comfortable at the higher weight. By the time they finally meet, Rodriguez could be a much more developed fighter, making the battle even more competitive.